I looked at my life, seated right here, and asked myself, what do I enjoy back in the city? I craved for slow living. I felt sitaki mbio tena. You know, like you're on autopilot every time. I looked at this home and asked myself, who can give me such a home back in the city?
Nobody. Because of shame or
Yes.
failure,
Yes.
they wouldn't go back to their parents' home, right? Some of them are failing in the city. What would you say to people who are in that, in
that space? People will talk when you're struggling. They will still talk when you're doing good. Either way,
they will talk.
They will talk. I refuse to speak about marriage from a point of somebody failed me, because I failed myself. Hiyo kitu inaitwa failure. You understand? It's your choices that failed yourself. It is your choices that failed your children.
Accountability.
Yes, of course. I look at myself and I look at my past and I'm like, would I have really also married myself?
Oh, Shay.
But Lynn, since I came on January to this place, no regrets.
Zero.
Oh my goodness.
Zero
regrets. The things I've managed to do that I cannot show the world, but of course, those little things that I've achieved since January up to now, I could not even achieve in a whole 2 years.
In Nairobi.
At what point do you stop fighting for a life that is no longer working? At what point do you stop trying to prove something to people and start being honest with yourself? For today's guest, that moment came after nearly 30 years in the city. A season of her life had come to an end, her marriage had ended, and the life she had built no longer looked the way she had imagined it would. And instead of pretending everything was okay, she made a decision many people spend their entire lives avoiding. She chose to start again. Today, we meet Anne, a 45-year-old mother of 3 who returned to her mother's home in the village in search of something many people are desperately looking for: peace. In this conversation, she opens up about loss, accountability, resilience, and the lessons that came from one of the most difficult chapters of her life. Because while many people see endings as failure, Anne sees them differently. To her, nothing is a failure, only lessons that will shape us, humble us, and also prepare us for whatever comes next. Today, she walks us through the healing she's experiencing in the village and why there should never be shame in returning to your roots. I hope her story inspires anyone who feels stuck, anyone who is navigating disappointments, and anyone trying to find the courage to begin again. Let's listen in to Anne's story.
My name is An Mori. I'm happy to be here. And of course, this is a dream come true. You are in Kirinyaga County. This is Kagumo, a village known as Ngugi. Yes, so this is where we are in Karibuni Sana. Anne is a mother. Anne is a coach, a mindset and purpose coach. And I'm a farmer. Lately, I'm a farmer, Lynn, and I'm blessed to host you guys. So, karibuni sana.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So happy to be here. Thank you for welcoming us with guava. That is a mixture of guava and what?
I don't even know.
The current fruit. Thank you, obviously, for the warm welcome. I want to kickstart this show. When I end a show, I always ask people for their parting shot to our audience. But allow me to start with maybe a starting shot to our audience. What purpose do you think this conversation is about to serve to our audience? Whoever has sat down, tuned in, they want to understand your story. They want to listen to what you want to say. Like, what purpose do you think this conversation is bound to serve to our audience? What is the start shot of your story? What do you want people to take from today's show?
Lynn, if today I was in a position, I would want somebody whose life has devastated them, who is in the middle of sort of an adversity and is going through pain, who thinks they've gone too far to be healed, to recover, who somebody living, not understanding what's happening or feeling lost. I'd really want someone today to know
Yeah.
that you are not yet done, that the pain, the confusion, the devastation, the rejection, the betrayal was just part of the journey and the story. And actually, that was just a beautiful ingredient into rebuilding a powerful person.
Yes.
I think today I would really want people to go back to who they really are and appreciate the pains that they've been through. Why can't we turn that pain into purpose today, Lynn?
Why can't we?
Why can't we?
Shall we do so?
We should.
All right. I love that you said that. Whoever watches this, let them know that you are not yet done.
Yes.
You know? And I feel like all of us, sometimes we're in that stage where you feel like, you know what, this is over for me. I actually saw a post on Twitter, X, and someone had said, lately, you know, you will wake up, you are hyped, you are happy, and then all of a sudden, in the midst of the day, you just feel like crying. You just feel this sadness, you know, you're overwhelmed by this sadness.
Right.
You just feel like crying. And on that particular post, the replies on that post, people are like, I've been feeling this way lately. I feel like I'm not psyched. I don't want to leave. I feel like, man, like I'm crashing on the inside. There was just that melancholic vibe in that particular post. And I was like, these are so many people to be going through what this particular person has stated. So allow me to ask, is that something that you have experienced maybe before coming here?
Yes.
And I know we are going to get into the whole journey of you being here, but is that something that you've experienced?
Yes, Lynn. I love to say that my life in itself is not something that I'd be ashamed about. My life in itself is a testimony.
Yeah.
I liken myself to the phoenix bird, a bird that is tossed into the fire, and you think that it's going to end, but it just comes up and, you know, becomes more strengthened, rejuvenated, and starts living again.
Yeah.
So by that I mean, such is my life. My history has been ups and downs, and, you know, like feeling like I'm already at the edge of everything. The shame, you know, like when you're at that point where you really don't want people to know, because on the outside, on the outside it's a smiling woman.
Yes.
Beautifully walking through the streets, but a broken soul within the inside.
Empty.
So very empty. So I've been through that kind of a life, the ups and the lows.
Yes.
But then again, Lynn, and who said that life is just when we are doing merry and feeling good about ourselves? Pain was part of it. So we are not going to just appreciate life when things are working.
Good.
We won't. Yes.
Even when things are not working.
In fact, when things are not working is when we become better.
Yes.
It's when we should be even happy that something new is being born and another lesson is being built from within us. I'm not motivating. I'm walking the talk.
You are.
I have lived it, so I know.
Oh, let's go deeper, right? You have lived it,
I have lived it,
right?
so I know, right?
From a place you're very comfortable in or with, could you walk us through your journey? Because right now, you live in this very beautiful place.
Right.
But this was not you.
Yes.
You have lived in the city. You've done that. You've been that woman. You've done that. You've hustled. I don't want to preempt, but there were some things you were telling me inside the house, and I was like, man, I wish our audience can hear this, right? So from a place you're very comfortable in, could you walk us through your journey? Why are we here? How did we end up here? And also by how, walk us through like kila kitu to how you found yourself coming back to this place now you call home.
Okay. So Anne is a woman who's been in the city for the longest time.
Yeah.
I was doing a count and it's like 26 years. So that means I just went to the city, Nairobi. That is when I was just in my 20s.
Yes.
Or actually I was 18 or 19, just right from the high school, right? And that is when I began life in Nairobi. And Lynn, I got married quite young. So I have right now young adults. And I have seen myself hustle in Nairobi doing all sorts of things. And if there is a college that I've gone through that I think the certification,
Yes.
you carry it in the brain. It's not
Yes.
literally on paper. Is Nairobi.
Hey, you
So,
have a PhD
yes,
in Nairobi.
I think if there was anything bigger than just PhD, I
Yes.
think I do have. So I'm one person who's been in the city for such a long time. I've parented in the city. I've been employed in the city. I'm a marketer by profession, but been in the sales field for such a long time. So I've been employed at some point. I've worked for very good companies.
Yes.
But it reached a point that I don't want to continue feeling or being employed, because it comes a time in life when you have to be real with yourself, when you have to think beyond just the pay slip and beyond just serving in the context of being employed. And at some point you really have to think about your mental health all the same. So for me, I have resigned not once, but I think twice. Not because the job wasn't good, but because I think I chose myself. But you see, choices also have consequences. So at that point is when now I look back and realize I didn't really have a good plan when leaving employment. Yes, I left employment and got into business, but I didn't have any plan. I didn't have the knowledge of how to transition. Sometimes you must not have the knowledge, but probably you're well planned or you know how to run things.
Yes.
But I think I was so naive, and I can only say, and like with all honesty, as much as I was pressured, I left out of the pressure or emotionally just walked out. I hadn't figured out things. So that was me. So I leave work, I try business, and Corona strikes and all biasharas crashes. Back at home, reconsider going back to employment. But now, at that point, when I go back to employment, there's a lot that was happening right inside my life, and I could not just cope. So I just left employment once again, got out and started now hustling. Remember, I have children at that point, and some are in high school. There's one that was in college by that time, my firstborn. And I don't like talking about failing, because for me, I don't believe I fail.
Oh, really?
No, I don't. I've never failed.
Oh, what do you do?
I learn.
Where?
I don't lose. I just learn. So either way, it's a win. Because when I changed that mindset, I realized every time I speak about what I've gone through in a way to suggest
failure.
Yes. Everything in my system locks, and I'm not able to focus. I'm not able to dream. I'm not able to see anything good about myself.
Powerful.
So I had to work on me, which wasn't easy.
Yeah.
Because you're working on yourself at a point where life is saying otherwise.
Yes.
Where bills have to be paid, where your children are looking at you and thinking, kwani mom haoni?
Yes.
Why can't she reconsider just going back to employment and all that? And at that point, you're trying to build something that the world cannot see. Like you have a dream, you're trying to build a dream, but it's only you who knows the dream.
Yes.
You don't even have the proper tools, even the knowledge of how to build that dream.
Yeah.
So what are we talking about? We're talking about confusion. Confusion when you're raising children. Confusion when you have to pay all the bills and everything. So for me, I never look at myself and I don't look at my life and, like sympathize with my life.
Good.
But if there's somebody who watched me do that, leave employment, business fail, go back to employment, leave again, people, at that point, people look at you and they see you as a person who doesn't think well, or who doesn't see life like they should be seeing life. You understand? But I always say this, your dream is like a baby. Shield it. You must not explain to everyone, because at that point is when people really sell you a lot of fear. People really tell you that na unafikiria vizuri. You understand? This journey is tough because the longest journey that you have to walk in life is a journey with yourself.
And by yourself.
And by yourself.
Sometimes.
Yeah. Because even by the time people come in to assist in the areas maybe where they are, where you think they should,
yeah,
there's a point you have already walked that journey alone. And now, if I want Lynn to come into my life, you have already identified where is it that I want Lynn to come in. But before that, most of us are usually in a sort of a cage, a containment, and you feel so confused. You feel like you're waking up, but you're not thinking right. Like your mind is blocked. You understand? So looking at my life, Lynn, I have had those very many times which people can refer to as failure.
Yeah.
And which, of course, I also used to refer to as failure until I realized, even today, Lynn, do you know why you have come here? Do you know why you have met me? Because I refused to look at my failing side of life as failure. I am one person who usually say, what people should be ashamed about is what I try to build from.
Oh, wow.
I am not motivating anybody,
but
by
I
the
get
way.
it.
I'm speaking out how my life has been. What most women, let me talk of a woman, would just wake up and say, I can't do this anymore. But why did they reject me? But why can't I get a job? Unajua kuna vitu zingine zinakaa aibu.
Shame.
Lakini for me, I refused to see shame as shame. There must be another side of that shame. And that side is the side that brings in lessons.
Yes.
I think, Lynn, right now, for every employer that employed me in the past, they really should be looking for me today. It's only that I can't go back to employment because I'm better. I'm such a beautiful version right now.
Of yourself.
I've worked on my within. I've worked on what would have crushed me. I've accepted myself. You can't pin me down anymore, Lynn. There's nothing shameful about my life because I've gone through all the shame. Ushaifika mahali mpaka unaambia God, ni aibu gani ingine imebaki, leta yote.
give me ishe tu, yeah.
Leta yote ishe. That's not a point which is reached by a person who is not firm enough. By the way, Lynn, hii maisha sio ya mtu wa kuinua mikono. Sio maisha ya kuinua mikono. Because it comes to a point where even your own may seem not to understand you. And imagine that's not there. That they're not to blame. Wow, ushaifika place mpaka we mwenyewe ujielewi.
I know. You are like, do I even know what I'm doing?
Do you even know what I'm doing? But one thing I noted, why we always not know what we are doing is because we want to do it. We want to do it, Lynn, in the way the world or the standards of men
has conditioned
us. But the minute you lie low and allow yourself to be and function in the way that you're wired to function, in the simplicity, Lynn, that is where your strength is.
Yeah.
And in the simplicity is where you feel like you're ashamed.
Yes.
Mimi nitatokelezea kweli.
What will people say?
What will people say?
Yeah.
In your most vulnerability or vulnerable point, that is where your strength is. That is where your story comes from.
Yeah. I was trying not to interject.
Yes.
You said something and I was like, okay, let me hold that and come back to it. When you are the bearer of a vision.
Yes.
Please be careful. Your vision is like a baby.
Right.
Because the more you explain to people about it, the more you get opinions that will wire you maybe towards a different direction. And I feel like that is something so many people, even me, I used to struggle with it. Now I thank God I don't. I wake up, I feel like I want to do content around village life, the soil. I will do. I will not seek for someone's opinion. But you'll always get people like, why is she not doing what she wanted to do? Why didn't? But you don't know where I'm going. You only see what I allow you to see. You don't know where I'm going. And I feel like it's a struggle for so many people who want to move from one step to another. They really take opinions from people who don't understand their vision. And I feel like that is something really strong that you said there. Every time you are taking opinions from people, you are actually exposing your baby to
malaria, to
pneumonia,
TB, to pneumonia.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what happens. Let me tell you something, Lynn. When I decided that it's time I left employment, it's not that all was working, but I felt that I am not satisfied. There's something more to this, to my life, than just being in sales, because I was a salesperson. There's something more in my life. Like, I realized that I become more happy when I'm helping people, when I'm speaking to people, when I'm mentoring people.
I can tell.
Yes. Yeah. I become more, in fact, even though I don't get anything out of it, I feel achieved. I feel fulfilled. So all those times, all the time I was employed, or maybe even my colleagues could come and somebody is just opening up to me about their lives. And I'm like, why? How come amenifungulia?
Yes,
But I realize the minute I speak to your life and your life starts taking a positive change or direction,
yes,
I feel like ni kama I don't know, it's like I've won an accolade or something.
You feel happy,
That
fulfilled.
is what I feel happy.
Yeah.
So I felt this is what I'm called for. I want to enable someone to be better.
Yeah.
I want to tap into people's potentials and try to help them become better. And yet at that point, my own life
iko
huko chini. But I'm speaking to someone and they're giving testimonials. Oh, and thank you. You really coached me. You really made my life become better, you know. And I realized that is where I belong. So when I left employment, I didn't know what I want to do with myself. Of course, I knew I can do some few biasharas. But until I pick maybe that microphone and stand and speak and you know, empower people and speak to people, then I don't feel achieved. Until tunaongea venye tunaongea and Lynn becomes a better person,
yes,
then I don't feel fulfilled. So I realized that my purpose is in people. I'm fulfilled when I make people more better, with or without payment. At that point, that's how I was feeling.
Yes.
So I started focusing on people. So like I'm telling you, at that point, how will you tell your child who is in school that I am leaving employment because I want to focus on people? What do you even mean? What do you even mean?
Are you okay?
What do you even mean? You understand? I didn't know how to even build that. I didn't know how to build that.
Yes.
And it's been years now, but see who I've become just because I refuse to give up on myself, even when people could not understand what I'm building. So life is a journey, and nobody is coming to tell you what to do. It's in the simplicity. It's in what people see as a weakness in you. That is where your dream is going to get rebuilt in. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
When we had this conversation, like a side chat, you told me, Lynn, I've seen you go to many places.
Yes.
Right? Some of the people you are interviewing, my God, they have the farms, the homes, etc., etc.
Yes.
But you told me yours is a story in progress.
Yes.
And I really appreciated that, because the purpose of this thing is not for us to just document stories of people who to other people look like they have arrived,
They have it all,
or they have it all. The progress is where I believe in life you never truly arrive. We are always on a journey. We are always moving towards this, towards that, right? And where I'm going with this question is, this is your mom's home, right? And you are talking to us about children as well, right? And someone might ask, okay, and just share this if you're comfortable. If not, feel free not to. Someone might ask, so what happened to her marriage, right? How did her kids react to even her coming back to her mom's home? And given that we live in a world where some people might view this as alirudi kwa mamake, nyumba ya mamake, that is where she lives. Could you talk to us about that? Only the parts that you're comfortable with.
All right. Interestingly, I'm comfortable with every part.
Okay, good. All right.
I told you there's never shame in my life.
Just making sure. Just making sure. Yes.
You know, when you're called to change people's lives, then your story becomes some beautiful story to share with them.
Yes.
You understand? So, yes, I'm in my mom's place. This is these are my roots.
Yes.
This is where we come from. My mom is late. We lost her 4 years ago. May she continue resting in peace.
Amen.
And yes, this is her home. But before we come to that,
yes,
I have children. And you've met one already.
Beautiful daughter.
The rest, thank you.
Yes.
The rest are in Nairobi.
Yeah.
And when I decided to, by the way, I came here this year.
Yeah.
I came on January.
January.
Yes. So this is just 6 months down the line. And the reason I came, is it even a reason? Is it even a reason, Lynn?
Okay.
Because there were no plans of me coming back to the village. I just came and sat down right here. How is the environment? How do you feel when you're here yourself?
Did I not tell you we took a whole trip down? We actually passed your house because we were just admiring the views, the air.
Yes.
There's just something.
Now, that something is what made me unable to go back to the city life again. Like, I really questioned my 26 years of living in the city and asked myself, Anne, what could you be going back to do? What have you not done? My last born have just, she's joining university this year. So that means I have no child in high school right now. The kind of work I do right now is more online. I looked at my life, seated right here, and asked myself, what do I enjoy back in the city? I craved for slow living. I felt sitaki mbio tena. You know, like you're on autopilot every time. You're functioning at a speed every time. And I realized I didn't have that mental capacity again to continue pushing. I looked at this home and asked myself, why should my mom's home continue, of course, we had a lady who we had left after my mother passed on, who was living here. May God bless her. She's been here for the last 4 years. But I looked at my home and I asked myself, who can give me such a home back in the city?
Nobody.
I don't have my siblings. I had 3 siblings. I'm the 4th.
Yeah.
My 2 brothers are late.
Oh, sorry.
And my only living sibling, who is a sister, she's not in the country. So I'm the only one in the country.
Yes.
So I asked myself, what am I really doing? What am I building out of Nairobi? Nikajikuta, ushaisikia unajidanganya. You're building castles where they'll never even complete.
You're justifying.
There's like a certain, life. Unadanganyanga watu.
Yes.
When you do some introspection, ukijifanyia introspection vizuri, unakuta live maisha fake. Si maisha yako. Lakini ukienda huko kuongea na watu wanaona, oh, a woman who is beautiful, figured everything out. God, she's doing, it's a lie. tell the world the truth. You're fighting. Karibu upigane na sufuria zako kwa kitchen. Yes. You're empty.
Yes,
You're empty within.
You are terrible.
You're terrible. And I looked at the things that, that thing you call failure. I don't call it failure.
Yeah. Lessons.
Those lessons I've learned. I mean, mpaka nikajiuliza, how many more lessons is Nairobi gonna teach me? Well, I proved myself in the past, not now. I proved myself that I have failed in marriage. Hiyo kitu mnaitanga marriage. Like nimefail. Hiyo kitu by the way ni poa. I still believe in marriage.
Good.
I staki tuende kwa marriage.
It's okay.
No, si ati naogopa, but nikianza kuongea Lynn utachukua notebook.
Okay.
Like for example,
yeah.
Why I'm not talking about marriage is because I refuse to speak about marriage from a point of somebody failed me, because I failed myself. Hiyo kitu inaitwa failure. You understand? It's your choices that failed yourself. It is your choices that failed your children.
Accountability.
Yes, of course. I look at myself and I look at my past and I'm like, would I have really also married myself?
Oh, Shay.
And I'm like, oh God. But right now, oh yes.
Hey!
I'm good. I have worked. My God, I'm beautiful from inside out. Yes. Lessons. Never failure. It's a win, Lynn.
Yes.
Life is a game of winning. Either way, you're winning. I was telling some people before I am coming back. I'm very good at coming back to the beam.
Got you.
Appreciate that. I was telling somebody, and also I was on live, by the way. I usually go on live. And I was telling people, do you know there's no problem that has no solution? And people are looking at me.
Yeah.
I tell you, Lynn, in this life, all problems have a solution. Because you know what? Even when you don't have it the way you wanted it, looking at it, there was the reason behind the delay. There was the reason behind why it didn't happen. Why didn't you become a media personality doing so good 15 years back?
Come on now.
You understand?
Okay.
It wasn't meant for that time.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yes.
So looking at it right now, that was a reason. That was the answer. It was a no.
Yes.
Sasa ungekuwa, you're half baked. Ungekuwa nini?
Gosh.
You understand?
Yeah.
Everything has an answer.
Yes.
And even no is an answer. Even delay is an answer. I don't know why people only wait for life to be merry.
Yes.
For it to look good. Let me tell you something, Lynn.
Okay.
Out of pain and with all respect to my late mom. Out of pain and with all respect to my late mom. I was looking at this home and I asked myself, Anne, because for the 26 years you've lived in Nairobi, you have not done any home for yourself. You had planned to, but you had a busy life. Kusomesha watoto, providing and all that. You understand? I want to tell you that's why I'm saying that there's always a good reason over everything. So if my mom did not invest in this, Lynn.
Oh.
You understand? Never look back and have any regrets. I'm sure wherever she is, she's happy. Seeing me here and seeing me progressing whatever she left. Of course, I would have wanted to be in Runda. Like most of you in Nairobi want to be in Runda. What we are meant for Muthaiga?
Oh, Karen.
Oh, Karen.
Oh, Kitsuru.
Na nikiongea hivyo watu watasema she didn't have hope. You have it. Wewe chukua hiyo hope. Wewe fanya mambo na hiyo hope.
You go to Runda.
Let's be real.
Yeah.
Lini nikuulize tu kweli.
Yeah.
Ni nini hapa uoni ikiwa Runda?
Everything is even, it's Runda squared.
I am in Runda of Kirinyaga. We can't all to share in the need. And that doesn't mean you're not hardworking. You know, we sort of disqualify ourselves based on the expectations that the system, let me just call it the system or human system, made us believe. toka shule, toka primary, enda high school, toka high school, enda college, toka college, pata job, olewa, pata nyumba, pata gari, jenga.
Watoto?
Watoto sasa si wako hapo, za hapo, after college, after kupata kazi nini, za. By the way, Lynn, mimi sikufuata hiyo order.
Oh, really?
No. Mi watu wakiingia college wenye tulikuwa tunasoma na wao, nilikuwa na marriage certificate. I remember one time one lady, I'll never forget. She was my classmate. And she was looking all hot. And listen, Lynn, I'm talking, and we said we are healing people.
Let's do it.
We are healing people.
Yeah.
And I know if she sees this, she knows I always refer to her.
Yes.
She was looking hot. And I think she was having these entry levels sort of jobs after campus. Huo nilikwambia wakiwa campus, mimi nilikuwa na mtoto wa pili wenye tulimaliza nao shule, you understand. So she comes and says, An Mori, who calls me by those names apart from wenye tulisoma na wao. Sasa hiyo nimefunga kitamba, nasema ni mare. Niko kwa soko mjinga hapo, nauza maplastic. Mare.
Let's go, Ann. Go.
I'm like, who calls me by that name?
Yeah.
I'm looking at her. Who is this fly girl with long hair? What? Is it really you? She's like, oh, An Mori, you never change. You look like... I never change. Lakini sikuwa na kitambaa high school. Ushawahi pigwa na butwa?
Yeah.
Do you know that is when I woke up, because I got really married.
Yes.
At a very young age. So I'm looking at her and I'm like, where did I really go wrong? Do you know, hiyo ilinichapa, by the way. Hapo ndio sasa nilikaa kama nimetimiletiwa. Like, Ann,
what are you doing?
What are you doing? And of course, sasa singemuonyesha. So we talked. But looking at her, there was a difference. Of course, education brings difference. Let me just, education is good. My point is this, that you must not begin with this and that. Wewe ulienda huko, ukaenda Austria, mimi kabaki huku mashambani. But at the end of the day, there's always a beautiful story behind.
Yes.
But because we want to look at ourselves and liken myself to Lynn. By the way, unajua Lynn, mimi ungeniambia singekuwa mtangazaji, ningeshindwa unasema nini?
Oh, really?
Ati holding such an interview.
Yeah.
By the way, Lynn, next time ni mimi nitakuhold hiyo interview.
This was
yangu kwanza ni ya kuzaliwa nayo si ya shule. Yeah. I craved to be a media personality.
Okay.
You understand? But then again, when I go to my socials and I'm talking to people, I'm also a media personality.
Yes, come on, guys. Media.
So everyone has their own story.
Yeah.
They have everyone has their own path. And in the path, there's not just, nansi kujiweka nguvu. These are the wisdoms that I've learned in life, that you have to follow your path. But when I want to follow path ya Lynn, then I'm trying to function as Lynn. I'm trying to be Lynn. And lazima nitagonga ukuta.
Kabisa.
I can't.
You can't.
Everything that is in you is wired for you and to function as you and be you, not someone else. But how many times are we functioning as other people? You get it? But Lynn, since I came on January to this place, no regrets.
Zero.
Oh my goodness.
Zero
regrets. The things I've managed to do that I cannot show the world, but of course, those little things that I've achieved since January up to now, I could not even achieve in a whole 2 years.
In Nairobi.
Did I come because I was frustrated? Did I come because nimefika mwisho ya maisha? Yes and no. Yes, because sikuwa ninaona nini ingine. With what I had and where I was in life, the struggle, by the way, was real. but sikuwa naona ni nini ingine right now that is so fast that I can do to change my status quo at that point. You understand? And I told myself, I remembered a song I could hear, I think it's a biblical song, of a man who used to go to cultivate in other people's yards, mine in other people's mine yards or whatever you call them, kama ameacha gold kwake kwa shamba. Hata haikuwa 2 feet, more than 2 feet chini.
Yes.
Niko hapa nunang'ang'ana, ndio maisha inaendelea, but hutawaiona kitu ingine ya kuongezea. It's like it's survival throughout.
Yes.
You understand? Ninarudi hapa. Yes, I'm not the one who set up the foundation, but I have to be better. I must do it better.
Yes.
I must do better than what my mom is doing. I'm not calling you to a woman who has figured things out. I called you, Lynn, because I want you to be in the story of my becoming.
Yes.
I'm rebuilding from ashes. I'm rebuilding from pain. I'm rebuilding from struggles. And so today I would want us to go around and see what is there. And one day you'll air me again in your show, and you will see the milestones.
The milestones.
Yeah, so when I was asking you, why mimi sijafika kama hao ninaona uko nao kwa show, nini. I realized I have to improve whatever I met for me to now continue with whatever I can grow.
And we'll definitely be here for part 2,
Of course
man.
Yeah, you should.
Your story is just, you know, I can see the passion when you are talking. I can see the vibe, like I can feel the joy in you when you're speaking to someone. And, you know, you just reminded me, and this is also a conversation I have with people close to me. I even ask one of my sisters. I see she has it in her, like, I just tell her, man, ikitu ni yako. You know, and these are the things that you do in the simplest way possible.
Right.
It's like, it's so God-given to you, and sometimes we don't see it.
Yeah, sure, true.
We are out chasing things, but the gold you said is right in your home.
In your home.
Not even 2 feet under, right there, but you can't see it. And I feel like your story is such an inspiration to people to see what am I really passionate about. Because I refuse to believe in this world we came to suffer. Me nowadays, I can even go for a whole month without uploading something on the channel and I'm okay. I refuse to believe that I'm supposed to wake up every day and ask, what am I supposed to do? Like on the move, on the chase. Like I refuse to believe life is supposed to be that way, you know?
Yeah.
I believe God gave us this life for us to just exist in the simplest
just
way.
Call it thriving.
Thriving.
Yeah. You know, when my mom was alive, she always used to wake up. I could hear her talking when I visited. There were many flowers here. She loved flowers.
Wow.
And I could hear her talking. But I didn't know. She could talk to flowers. And she could worship God through flowers. And like, oh God, what a beauty. And then she's telling the flowers, mnajua nyinyi mumeumbwa munifurahishe.
Oh.
You know? Mnajua mimi. So, and I could ask myself, mamangu shida yake ni gani? Huyu ako sawa. Ako, mamine ki. And she's sweeping, but she's speaking as she sleeps. But now I know. Mi naendanga kwa ile guava nini zenye nimekula hapa nikiongea asubuhi. God, thank you. Thank you for bringing me out of the city. Thank you for, you know, I feel good. I feel happy. Na kanyanga huku kwa nini hata bila viatu. I love walking like that here. And I feel fulfilled. And I told myself, so this is what life was about. Yani unajua life is in the simplicity lane.
Mentally, how has this changed you?
Oh my goodness. I lack words. I think I had a lot of self-doubt. I had a lot of fear. And it's the fear of the unknown. Yani mimi, I'm on podiums and platforms speaking to people. But I realize within me, I'm down. I'm crashing. I'm affected by the same things that I'm trying to get people out of. I had a lot of fear. And I think the the sort of struggles, the back and forth, had already started draining me. And when you wake up in the morning, the strong you doesn't feel strong again. And you don't know who to go to because everybody expects you're a strong person. Then there is a problem.
Yeah.
So that is what now I would say my relocating has recovered for me. I feel recovered. I feel healed. I'm not lying to you. I feel so healed. And I don't know what somebody is doing, struggling in the city. Hakuna difference.
Yeah.
Village and city is just a mindset.
It's just and I love, when you said, kwani unaona sijiwezi. There's that stereotype that if you're coming back to your roots.
Ni umeshindwa na maisha.
Yeah. And I feel like we have to demystify that.
Na ukweli wacha tu niseme nilikuwa nimeshindwa.
Yes.
Nimeshindwa kwa sababu kichwa imechoka na maisha ya mbio kila saa. Kichwa imechoka na maisha ya, here we still pay bills here.
Yes.
But you're paying bills with peace.
Yeah.
You must not run. I mean, mimi sijui kulima, sijui kuchuna majani, yes. Lakini bado inachunwa. Bado kunalimwa. Ile kulima najua ni ile kidogo kidogo. Bado nasaidiana na mtu wa kazi na tunafanya a good job.
Yes.
It's just a mindset. Yeah. When I came to this place, Lynn,
yeah.
I asked myself, what is this? Because I was also doing very, many episodes on TikTok on daring the village. I was talking to people about daring the village. And I asked myself, what is this about the village? Apart from me, like physically yes. coming to the village.
Yeah.
And I realized that the village may not just be the physical village. And this is for somebody who is asking, where am I going to? Where am I going back to? Nyinyi muko na bahati, mumerudi nini. But even before you go back to the physical village is a place of coming back to yourself. Wow. Village is where you're rooted. Village is where you can be yourself. Umenikuta na Crocs na yes. Sikuaibiki. Nobody is judging me. It's where you can mwaga maziwa. It's where unaweza toka hapa na skati menini. Nobody will judge you. You are in your home. Is it possible for you to go back to your village, pause, and try to reflect about what am I doing in my life?
Yeah.
Is this really working for me? Because until you come back to your village, to yourself, a place where I was so strong. You remember how tukiwa watoto, tulikuwa tunajua sisi ndio kusema babangu ndio analeta
yes.
ndege zote na mtaenda mahali. That bravery, that courage, that self-belief.
Confidence.
That shamelessness ukiwa mdogo. That is a place that we would call a village. How many people in the city will be in a place to come back to themselves and say, there is no more shame. Sitaishi kwa hii nyumba ya 40,000. Mimi nitakufa juu ya stress nikijaribu kuprove a point. Go back to your village. Tell yourself the truth. Ni kubaya. Why should I continue, like punishing myself? Reflect. You pause, you reflect. And then from a point of reflection is the only place you can now start rebuilding your life.
Good.
Because you're authentic with yourself and there's nothing to hide. Sasa mimi tuseme ukweli Lynn. Mimi hata ukienda ukiniongelelea nini mimi kweli inaweza nifanya nisikie aibu?
Nothing.
I've been through it. Like I've been through rejection. I've faced betrayal. I've made mistakes, Lynn. We must not speak about them here.
Yes.
I can only beautifully share my story, not from a point of mimi ndio kusema, see me, I am there. But from the brokenness. From the brokenness, I can help so many people. When I have helped so many people become better people.
Would you say you are living intentionally and
yes.
consciously?
Oh my goodness. I'm very intentional. very intentional. Everything I'm doing right now. And let me tell you something. It's until you're at peace with your mind that things starts to flow again. Because at some point my mind was blocked. I could not think. Na si ati uko mjinga, Lynn. You're the same gifted Lynn. You're the same gifted woman. You're the same woman people look for solutions from. But you're not thinking.
Your mind is blocked.
Your mind is blocked. Before uende kufikiria mwisho ya mwezi imefika.
Oh.
Before uende kufikiria fees inaitishwa hii side. Before uende kufikiria, you understand? So, were these mistakes made for you to be ashamed of or for them to be part of your life? Do you know, Lynn, were it not for the many messes you've made in your life, unajua hungekuwa kitu tunatamani siku hii?
Well, true.
Because people admire the Lynn they see.
Oh,
but when you can just open up and show them, this is truly me.
Yeah.
They're like,
they be like, nah, girl, bye. Girl, bye.
Girl, bye.
Bye.
You understand? So we are not calling people to people who have figured it out. But welcome to the journey of becoming.
Yes.
And you can always become and rebuild.
At any given point in your
life.
You can say, this is not how my life is going to
be.
Yes. You can always say that.
Yes. But it has to be from a point of aibu ilifika mwisho.
Yes.
Hakuna kitu ingine.
Yes.
This is me.
This is you.
I wish people can know the freedom that comes with being authentic. Let me tell you something. Unaona the biggest prison si committee. No, that is not the maximum. The maximum, like, I think there's another hyper maximum. Prison, a self-imprisonment is the greatest prison there. And you know, the beauty about it again is that you're the only one who have the key
to unprison
yourself.
Loving the things I'm seeing here. Could you give us a visual tour so people can also understand some of the crops that we have around?
All right.
Loving these palm trees, the macadamia.
Yes.
You just have a beautiful place. We entered this place and we are like, man, abundance. This is how everywhere is green. Everywhere is just green. Like, do you guys ever lack here?
I don't think we ever lack. We don't lack. Because again, lacking is a mindset.
Oh, shit.
We never lack because kuko na mboga hapo. By the way, kutoka nikuje, sijawahi nunua mboga. Sijawahi enda kununua kitunguu.
Yes.
Do you know hiyo ni freedom ya kusema nini, Lynn? Na pale Nairobi lazima niende nikatishe sijui ya 50, sijui ya 100 na ni nusu. You understand? So like I'm saying, I'm building from what I met.
Yeah.
And I'm going towards making everything better. So here in this farm, we have tea leaves. That is imekuwa kwa miaka. So nilikuta. So I'm just making it better.
Yes.
And I thank God, so far so good. And Lynn, there's a point I didn't mention. That my mom is 4 years since we lost her. And in between that 4 years, I wasn't really able to do much back at the farm. Because as I'm telling you, it's been fast there and everything. So unakuta umelegea na umeachilia nyumbani kabisa. So those are the things that I've managed to recover and to bring back. So I thank God for that. So we have majani and we also have kahawa and we also have macadamia and we have of course ndizi. We have avocado and we have mboga, we have vitu kawaida zina grow. Lakini si kawaida. Wakati nilipokuja hapa ndio nilijua ni baraka. Yeah, so little by little we continue to build on whatever we met and make it better.
Make it better.
Yeah, so and also I'll show you a project that I am almost beginning. I thank God. Kulikuwa na nyumba ya kuku. My mom used to do a lot of kukus, but now because of time and lack of managing the property, ilikuwa Vunjika, iko imeisha. But by God's grace, I've been able to do some little renovations.
Love it.
Yeah, and so we are going to kick off very soon.
Very soon.
Yeah, very soon. And let me tell you something I've also realized when I came back here. When you are aligned with yourself and with where you're supposed to be, when you're the place where you're supposed to be.
Yes.
And you have to tap that and know this is where I'm supposed to be. And this is this peace that comes that makes you know that this is really where that makes sisi who fight. Imagine we are built in a way that your body senses and knows when you're in the wrong place or in the wrong direction. But we are too busy wanting to be that thing, and then we just crash. So my point is, when you are aligned, God sends people that you could not see before to be a blessing to you and to what you're doing. But when you're misaligned, they don't.
It's just chaos.
It's just chaos. It's just chaos.
Just chaos.
Yeah.
A lot of people are watching this, but again, because of a word you don't use, shame or failure, they wouldn't go back to their parents' home, right? They wouldn't feel comfortable at, I'm going back to my mom's home, my dad's home. Even men watching, some of them are failing in the city. You know, umejifungia kwa that house, you can't pay, you are drowning in stress and depression, and then because of shame you can't go back. You actually have land back home, but because again of the stereotype, the village is for the poor, you don't want to go. What would you say to people who are in that, you know,
in that space?
Yes.
Anyone who is struggling back there. Do you know, people will talk when you're struggling. They will still talk when you're doing good. Either way,
they will talk.
So which is better? Like I'm saying, we can't all fit in one place. And we can't all do things the same way. Let me give you a good example, Lynn. I just turned 45. By the way, mimi sinanga aibu ya miaka.
Yes.
I'm so beautiful at 45.
Baby. Baby.
Anyway.
Yes.
I'm proud that God has allowed me to be there. But my point is this. At my age, there is nothing that I have not seen that should make me feel so ashamed of trying something new and something that I know there could be a chance of becoming a better person in it. You understand?
Yeah.
So it comes a time in life when you ask yourself, who are you truly living for? Kama ni watoto wenye tumezaa, ndio hao wanakuacha. They live and they start their own lives. In the end, you are just how you began.
Oh, wow.
You understand? As much as we love people, as much as they're there for us, as much as they're our children or whoever they are, before you become a mother, before you become a wife, before you become a girlfriend or whoever you are Lynn. And if Lynn is not at peace with Lynn, then whatever energy she's giving out to everyone else around her is just negative.
Yes.
You understand? So I believe that we create whatever realities we want for ourselves. Si kupata huku kukiwa hivi. But for me to live here and be happy, I have to make it better every time. Every time I have to make it better. So for you who is there and struggling, please wake up from sleep. Ndio tuliambiwa Nairobi ndio. But today everything is at your doorstep. Wi-Fi iko hapo, ushago, simu ziko huko, nini magari watu wa, I mean, I was yesterday at Kerugoya town in a certain place. I could not believe people are living large. Ushago, they're doing well. So hakuna mahali popote pale ambapo Mungu hawezi kukublessia. Hakuna Lynn, hakuna. I'd love to be in the UK, probably like a sister of mine, but she's there, I'm here. Make this the place you want to live for the remaining part of your life. Sasa kama Mungu atanipatia zingine 50, nishinde hapa nikipanda 111?
No.
Kama nimeacha nini guavas hapa na mapera na nini
na
hapa.
avocados.
Yes, exactly, you see. So I think the greatest prison, like we said, and the greatest cage is your mindset. Yeah.
Do you coach people?
Yeah.
And if people just honestly want to get in touch with you for a conversation, how can they be able to access you?
Wow. Yes, I'm active on socials. I'm active on TikTok.
Yeah.
I call myself An Mori. Finia Impact Africa, that's my company.
Yes.
And I'm active also on Facebook, of course.
Yes.
Millennial.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Yes.
And I call myself An Mori. I'm not so active on IG.
Okay.
I went so slow on YouTube, but I'm still there, An Mori.
Okay.
And yes, people can access me there. And yes, I also take people through therapy.
Okay.
By the way, Lynn, I forgot to mention that I also run a program with a colleague of mine, and we call it the Reframing program, where we walk people through healing, practical healing steps for people who are going through separation and divorce, people who are healing from that. So we take people through therapy, and we talk to people, trying to make them heal, because we practically also healed from the same. And besides that, I also do a one-on-one coaching. Like I said, I do mindset and also purpose. I'm a purpose coach also. And beyond that, Lynn, I'm a speaker. I'm a certified speaker. So if you're there and you want somebody who you can have
as a
speak
speaker.
On, yes. Did I say I'm a very good MC coach?
Man, I would vouch for you any day, anytime. Any day, anytime.
Yes, I thank God for all those gifts. I'm an MC, and of course I'm an enabler. I love to make people's life become better. I run a foundation, not a foundation, rather a company known as Finia Impact Africa. Finia comes from the word, the phoenix. As I told you, I'm a phoenix. I keep rising beyond the ashes. And there we help people who transitioning from pain into purpose, and becoming, better. We run programs to empower women, empower the youth. And I've been in the pipeline of working also with some leadership just to ensure that we are impacting the community as well. That is where I want to build my roots here since I came. So pole, and we are becoming. About this land, you can get this as a getaway home.
Yes, please.
You can just say you want to come with your family. We organize on how you can get a chef. You can also bring, like meetings here. We just hire you this beautiful space, simple but beautiful ground. And what else? You can even come camping. Come
by
camping
the way, you
here.
can
you can pitch your tent here.
Pitch your tent here, and life goes on. Do we have a phone number for that, or
I will give you a phone number.
Okay.
Now the latest that I thank God about. I'm running some B&Bs.
Okay.
In Kerugoya. In Kerugoya, that's the newest baby. And I thank God for that. So you're here, you want to come to Kirinyaga at Kerugoya. You can just get a very nice space for yourself. We have some 2-bedroom, 1-bedroom, and they are doing, and we are willing to host you and give you a good space for
you
and your loved one.
So aligned, so aligned and rich.
In just 6 months. And I told you, I launched my company right here on this ground.
You see,
because your roots will always speak blessings
onto your life.
Yes. So 0722 727 920. 0722 727 920. 8 to 5. 8 to 6, please.
Sasa lakini
si ati juu ya nini.
Nichokoze kidogo. Unasema you still believe. You still believe in the love. Okay, tuachie hapo.
I believe in love. And I believe that life wasn't meant to be just lived in a solo way or mimi bado huamini. Mi naamini mapenzi ni mazuri.
Kaende
Lynn.
sana. Yes.
Mi naamini mapenzi bado ni mazuri.
It is beautiful.
Bado
It
ni
is
mazuri.
beautiful.
And
yes.
who knows?
Who knows?
Who knows?
Yes.
Yes.
Cheers.
In Kikuyu we say totigeria jao.
Totigeria jao. No kugeria mani.
No kugeria mani.
Yes.
Yes.
That was cheers to a very beautiful, effortless conversation. You're such a vibe.
Thank you.
So easy to talk to.
Thank you.
Your demeanor. You're just naturally a beautiful person to have a conversation with.
You.
Learned a lot personally. It's not failure, Lynn.
It's
Those
never
are
failure.
lessons. You know, build.
You win or learn.
Build
You'd
on
never
your
lose.
shame. You know?
Yes.
We all learn. We are not losing.
Yeah, we're not losing.
You know? I see a very intentional woman, someone who is not overstimulated by the noise in the city. No, I was counting. Since January until now, this has been the most peaceful I have ever been.
Oh, really?
You
Me
know,
too, me too.
I feel like I'm 23. I feel like now is when I should be 22, 23.
That makes the two of us.
Yeah, I feel like I shouldn't have gone through some of the chaos I've gone through. I just feel like, God. But as you said, Lynn, those are not failures. They are
they're
lessons.
Yeah.
And they had to happen to get me to where I am today. And thank you for affirming that, you know what, Lynn, please, you're the bearer of your vision. Stop over-explaining. I'm actually so tired of explaining to people who will ask me, why are you not doing the shows that made? No, the shows did not make me famous. It's because I was very intentional at being that particular space. And I'm very intentional about being at this particular space.
Yes.
So I just feel like you've really affirmed in me something that I have believed in for a while now.
Wow.
And I look forward to coming back part 2 of this conversation.
Wow.
Today, it wasn't about the crops, the what, it was about this part here.
Yes.
Us in our progress and in our becoming season. Because I believe this too is very important.
Yes, very true, very true.
Yeah, allow me to wind up. It's been fun. Do you want to say anything?
Yes,
that
I do.
You feel like, man, Lynn, usiende kasi jasema, here's your moment.
Yes.
Looking at that camera, feel free, and then we wind up.
All right.
Yes.
I think for me, I would love to appreciate just few people. I love to appreciate my dad, who I had told by the way you're coming, and he said hello. Yes, and Mr. Moridi, that's An Mori. So Mr. Moridi, big up. Thank you, Daddy. I want to appreciate my auntie who likes you so much. She's at Kamulu, she's Susan.
Hi,
and
auntie.
my uncle and my auntie and the family, they are here.
Yes.
God bless you so much. And to my 3 beautiful children, Morgan, Laura, and Felicia. God bless you so much. Nawapenda sana.
Yes.
Yeah.
I also want to take this opportunity to say thank you to your friend AJ.
Oh,
AJ wrote me an email and she was like, Lynn, this woman.
I want to appreciate AJ.
Yeah.
AJ is a true friend of mine. She's a sister. We share everything. And she's the kind of friend who will tell you, wewe.
Yes.
Chaupuzi.
Yeah.
I love her. She's my accountability friend.
Yes.
And God bless you so much. She watched your show and she's like, Anne, I think you need to do this. You need to do this.
Yes.
And she did an email. Having such friends, it's not easy.
It's not
so
easy.
God bless you so much.
Yeah.
And all my friends, big up.
Yes.
Yeah.
And also to you, we appreciate you,
Thank you
for holding it down on this conversation, welcoming us to your beautiful home, and just being very, very free with us. This is why I do what I do.
Wow.
So effortless.
Yes,
and
true.
I just loved hanging out with you.
Thank you.
And yeah, once again, guys, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Moredi, for loving me. Thank you, Auntie. Your daughter Felicia came and she was like, oh my God, they love you so much. And I'm like, it's okay. I'm going to do a video right here, personal one, just to say thank you to them. But guys, it's been amazing just sitting here and having this conversation. I love how we've committed to our theme of the year, you know, slow, intentional, and conscious living. I admire you guys when I see your emails and you're telling me, Lynn, I'm starting. I see guys on the comment section, the testimonial saying how you have also moved, and I'm vouching for each and every one of us who is walking through this journey. And I hope if you are on your journey, if you are becoming, then Anne's story gets to motivate you and you see you are not doing it alone. Personally, been very inspired by her. I think she has affirmed to us what so many people fear or what so many people are, you know, struggling with. And I hope you can go on the comment section, as we always do, and tell me what your take home has been. This has to be one of the most beautiful series that I have ever done. I love it. I connect with it. I feel rejuvenated every time I'm visiting people, whether it's Akina Eda, Akina Ani, whether it's Ubuntu, all these places that we have visited, Ruguti, Nandi Hills, they are doing something to me and I love it. I also want to take this opportunity for supporting our journey at Kanya Farm. God, I feel like I'm so behind in updating you guys, but we are trying to bring you as many updates on the farm as possible. Thank you for supporting Kanya Farm, and I can't wait to see how that turns out in a couple of years. I also want to say thank you to everyone that vouches for this platform. You guys are the real OGs. When I meet people telling me, Lynn, I followed you since your days at 2 Command, you guys are the real OGs and I appreciate you. I hope you never sense in me pride or you never think I'm taking you for granted. Thank you for people who are just so appreciative of the themes, the people who are never pressuring me to do something that I don't want to do. You guys are the real ones. I really do appreciate you. Remember, if you are on your transition journey and maybe you do not have a piece of land, you can go back to like Annie and say, let me go back to my mom's place. Let me go back to maybe my Ushago. You are looking for a fresh start in a piece of land. We are working with a couple of partners that you guys have seen on our platform. I know Hekalu is launching another beautiful project in Nanyuki next to us. I love that we are building our community in Nanyuki Pole Pole. So stay tuned for that. But I also want to take this moment to appreciate all of you that are supporting Yaval. Yeah, they launched a beautiful project just 10 minutes away from our home. And last Saturday, I got to meet some of you who came to see the property, and you came to our farm and we laughed and we had a beautiful conversation. I see you. So checking for a piece of land, try Hekalu and also try Yaval. And guys, I know tunaenda pahali. There's a reason this theme exists. In the midst of me wanting to do geopolitics and political conversation and God saying, shh, no, that is not what I want you to do. This is what I want you to do. I know it will serve a purpose. Maybe not now, but I know this theme was say, najua God ametupatia for a reason. So check out those properties by Yaval in Nanyuki, and I'm wishing you guys all the best. Thank you to my team, of course, for filming this. I don't get to do this alone. Surrounded by incredible people who we walk through this journey with. I hope they feel appreciated as well. And of course, thank you, Lynn, for having such a beautiful conversation today. Now, naona watu munaenda kuwatch Johasi. Wena, my people. Wena, anyways, peace. Love you guys. Bye.